Foran here with an Oosh TV exclusive with my good pal, the brilliant Joseph Parker. We are 3.5 weeks out from this massive fight on the Riyadh season card, February 22nd, going up against Daniel Dubois. We got some great footage of you training. We watched your sparring. You're looking very sharp, pal. How are you feeling? How has it been? How has it been training here in Dublin in the Ballybrack Boxing Club?
I've enjoyed my camps here in Ballybrack. I was staying up in Dorky for a few camps. I was staying in Monkstown, and I enjoy the setup that we have here. You know, there was a stint where I trained in Morecambe Bay with Tyson, and that was great. And now I've moved here, and I've set up camp here with Andy Lee. Andy lives in Dunleary, so everything's quite close here.
It's all in close proximity.
It's all close, and I got my local Tesco.
You go to Tesco,
actually, you know what? I go and shop sometimes, but mostly George Lockhart does all the shopping. And then I got my gym fly fit that we use in Saturday night.
Yeah.
And then we got Ballybrack, so the setup is fantastic. And I've enjoyed every camp here.
There's a great togetherness in this club as well, especially between yourself and Andy. It's a great partnership the two of you guys have at the moment, and trainer and fighter. Has he unlocked tools in you that you didn't realize that you had, or is he kind of like, because watching some of your recent fights, there's just something different about you?
It's like you mentioned, it's a togetherness of the work that I've done with Andy and the work that I've done with George. And we all work in sync and in unison, and it's like there's a proper plan in place to prepare for a fight.
Yeah,
it's not so much just the work that we do in camp. The camp is 8 weeks or 9, 10 weeks, whatever it is. But it's not so much just the work here in camp; it's the work that we've done outside of camp. Like the off season, the building phase.
Yeah, of course.
There's different phases, and I think us all working together has been one of the best relationships that I've had in terms of training, because I understand what I'm doing. There's a purpose behind sparring, boxing training, strength and conditioning. There's even purpose behind the food that we eat. Like, everything's all planned out nicely. George has a job, Andy has a job, and I have a job. Yeah. And we all putting our best foot forward to make me the best that I could be on the 22nd of February.
We've only caught just a small glimpse of it, but already we can see that togetherness that you're talking about. I just want to take it away from the February 22nd just for a moment, just to talk about Tyson and his retirement. What was your reaction to him announcing the retirement?
Because I still think Tyson, that fight he put on with Usyk was a great fight.
Yeah.
And I was watching in Saudi, and I wanted Tyson to win so much because very close to him, and he's not only my close, but he's done so much for me in my career. And then I heard him with his announcement of retirement. If he is retired, he's done exceptional. Yeah. In his boxing career, he's achieved everything there is.
He's done so much for the sport.
For the sport, and even for himself, coming back from the depression. Yeah. Things outside of the ring, things inside the ring. It doesn't
get more inspirational than that, does it?
A great comeback story. Yeah. Tyson's done amazing.
Yeah, and I know it as well, because I've worked the shows. That's how I first met you. We've worked the tours.
Tyson shows.
As you said, it's a togetherness. You've got Andy involved as well. You've got Spencer there. You've got Wardy. You've got people from all different kind of elements of Tyson's life.
Team, and it's just different people from different areas all coming together to work together.
On those tours, we are like a family.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the loudest one is Brian Houshby, the MC.
Brian is a loud one, but Brian is a good one.
Yeah. But it is, as you just said about Spencer there, he really has.
My manager is David Higgins in New Zealand, but without the help of Spencer, and Tyson, I wouldn't have been involved in this. In what's happening in Saudi. So listen, I'm very grateful for the team and people that I have around me. Yeah. And I want to be involved in the biggest and the best fights. Yeah. And I just want to give it everything I have. Yeah. While I'm still in the sport.
Well, it's one of Spencer's qualities, isn't it? He just loves giving people opportunities.
Not only me. He's been working with Tyson. He's working with a lot of the fighters on the undercard. Kabayao. Yeah. He's working with another fighter who's on the card. He's done amazing at helping everyone around him. Yeah. So he's done a great job, and I'm just thankful,
Yeah, absolutely, pal. Let's go to February 22nd. Daniel Dubois. On the way back from Saudi last month, I met you in Dubai for the changeover flight. And I was kind of I was a bit miffed about what Dubois did. I said, that's not on Joe. I said, what's he doing going in confronting Usyk? He shouldn't be overlooking you. And I remember your reaction. You don't have to tell it to camera because you were very relaxed. Were you relaxed in the sense that's a good thing that he's overlooking me because he doesn't know what's coming? Was that kind of your reaction to that? What he did?
When I look at it, like boxing is one of those things where they always try and set up big fights for the future.
Yeah.
And even though Dubois jumped into the ring and caught out Usyk after he won against Tyson Fury, it's not so much as overlooking me, but I don't think he did it because he wanted to do it. I think he was told to do it. But I know that Dubois is very focused on what's in front of him. I know that he's got the team around him that's going to say, you know what, that's not the fight that you're looking at now. This is the fight that you have. So he's got a good team.
Yeah.
And I know that he's going to be focused on this fight in front of him.
Yeah.
But even though there's a lot of noise, maybe it's not even his fault. Like the media's like, okay, so what are you going to do next? What are you going to do with Usyk? And so I think it's just people asking questions, but he's smart enough to know that he has to prepare well for this.
Yeah. And it was an intense face-to-face a couple of weeks ago. Funny
he
towards
doesn't say much.
You shut up. No, you shut your mouth.
You shut your mouth. I'm going to bash you up.
It was a lot of back and forth. You had Andy there. You had Frank there. It was quite funny as well, looking back watching it.
You know, he doesn't say much, and but things that change in the ring. He's a different person in the ring. Yeah. I don't say much as well, but I'm just looking at him like, I'm just feeling his energy and seeing what he's about.
Right, the same can be said for you because whenever I meet, like the happiest person, full of hugs, so humble, so nice, and then when he gets in that ring, you're a killer, and that's.
I need more of that killer.
What you need?
I need more of the killer.
Yeah, you think so? Yeah.
Yeah. I think just working with George and Andy and like I know you saw a bit of sparring now, but it's going to get better and better.
Yeah,
absolutely. There's going to be more punches. There's going to be more power. There's going to be more explosivity. There's going to be everything's going to be more by fight time. I don't need that.
Yeah,
I need to up my game for Dubois. He brings more pressure and he brings more punches. He brings more power. I mean, I wouldn't say more power than Wilder and Zhang, but he brings a lot of things in different aspects,
power,
right?
Yeah.
And I have to up my game, which we are.
Well, I think the proof is in the pudding, though, especially with the last two fights on the Riyadh season cards with Wilder and Zhang. It really did showcase how technically good you are, and that might be a bit of an issue for Dubois.
It can be, and but also what he brings is supreme confidence in the three fights he's had.
Yeah.
Fights that I didn't think he was going to win.
Yeah.
And I've been proven wrong. And I know a lot of people have been proven wrong as well.
Yeah.
So with that confidence and the sort of the run that he's on and the form that he's on, that's going to bring a lot of, it'll bring a harder fight for me.
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
I want it all.
You want it all. He wants it all. And just a question, just beyond this, you take care of business. What's beyond the Daniel Dubois fight?
Take
for
care
Joseph
of business.
Parker?
There's a lot of big fights out there.
Yeah.
But I will touch on that after Daniel Dubois.
Absolutely.
Because there's no point talking about anything else.
Because it opens up a can of worms.
Yeah, if I can't get rid of Daniel Dubois and I can't get him out of there, I can't get the win, then there's no real point talking about big fights or other big fights.
Because Andy has mentioned you upsetting the apple cart. And I think, if you do take care of business, I don't think you are the apple cart. I think that's the way a lot of people are going to view it.
Yeah.
From that point of view, because you're a massive wild card now in this heavyweight division, and a lot of things have opened up now. With the announcement of Tyson's retirement, Joshua losing to Dubois, Usyk. I don't know if is he interested. Is he interested?
I think there's a lot of the heavyweight division always changes.
It does,
and fights keep getting set up. Fights that you want to see, fights that you might not be able to see or you didn't think was going to happen. And for me, just being involved in these big fights, like I said, I want to give it everything I have. And then what's next? And then what's next? And then what's next?
Yeah.
But until I get this win, I just want to focus on one fight at a time.
That's it. Yeah. I think that's the main thing in life. You focus on what's ahead of you.
One fight. One fight.
Absolutely. Joseph Parker, thank you so much for this Oosh TV exclusive, pal. Listen, it's great to have you here.
It's got everyone.
We're getting everyone. We did the inauguration. We're hopefully back in Riyadh next month, covering your big fight against Daniel Dubois. We're wishing you all the best, and it's great to see you training here in our beautiful country in Dublin. You're an absolute gent, pal, and I'm wishing you all the best.
How are you?
Fantastic. Right, Joe, thank you so much. Into the camera. Before we go, we do a big oosh on 3, 2, 1. Oosh!